All right. Well, despite what the marquee says, we're not playing Cyberpunk tonight because I forgot to change the title. Instead, we're playing some Bloody Appalachia. It has been several weeks since we played. I think we played at the end of last month, so it's not been too bad. Missed a week or two in there. But we're back. No big cliffhangers last time. Actually, we had a satisfactory kind of ending where some great footage was taken. Unfortunately, the footage was so good that people will say that it's all movie magic because it's just so good.
Because it was.
Yeah, fake news finds it got a little boost in speed. Chad Blutarski has house elves. Professor Dunhill still doesn't remember any of his dreams, and Lars, your old smoking friend, is back. It's been a
Yeah, I
while
might
since he's been around.
fight a bit harder, but I'm not going to make those saves, so I'm going to lose them again soon.
Yep. And
I
while
should
you
have.
still crave a specific
Yeah.
barbecue and meat, it's just a small craving now. It's not a mandatory
So
thing.
one thing I thought of was I had you get me to roll a d4 and I rolled a 1 and I got back one of my marks. So I'm
Hmm.
just wondering if I had used a survival point to roll that again and got a higher amount, would I have got back more marks?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
You want to
but
retcon
unfortunately,
that, and you're
oh yeah,
you're
I'll
welcome
blow a
to.
survival point from
It's
last time.
fine.
Well, I can't do worse than what I did.
Yeah.
You can add a +1 to your survival
Yeah. Up
point.
to 4 points won't change the storyline
Oh.
any.
Did you get
So
a
yeah,
4?
back into it.
Well, with the +1, I got a 4.
Yeah, because my thing gives a +1.
Yep.
Yeah,
So your smoking Fed agent is back, and
yeah. I think
while
gets rid
you
of all my marks.
yeah.
Back to normal now.
Yeah, now you just have a strong liking for barbecue. It's no
Yeah.
longer a
At this
drive.
point, it's more of a I'm used to it, and so I've got to have it all the time rather
Yeah.
than crave it.
Although I mean, you still have the fondness for a certain young woman is still quite there. Yeah, that's definitely still there.
I'm probably still hosed and can't get away from the place. That's fine.
All right, so yeah, I guess that's what happened last session, and we'll just get right into it. Fake news here, played by Dion, Professor Dunhill by Richard, Lars by Jameis, and Chad Blutarski by Bill. We'd already kind of segued into the next day because fake news went for a run and found out that she had a bit more stamina, could run a bit more. Chad, you found that your room in the Taste of Bloodworth inn very clean. Even your shoes were shined. Although I think we rolled at the end like since you have no occult, you really don't know what's going on or why that's going on. Just yeah, just someone's cleaning it up after. It's just your room. Actually, that probably makes Chad very suspicious. Yeah. All right. So we'll pick up with that day. So Lars, you were last we saw you were in the editing bay while
Yep.
you were going through the footage, and your companion was saying, "Oh, that's perfect right there. That's the money shot. Let's frame that one. Let's put a little swell of the music right here." So you were working on some gold in the editing bays. Professor Dunhill slept the sleep of the just. Maybe we don't know. I mean, he sleeps and does perchance never dream. You always wake up feeling just fine, though.
It's the way to do it.
Yeah. No attachments, just sleep. So we'll just cut later that day. So like you guys are since fake news does are running early, and Lars was probably up all night doing the splicing because he had some great stuff to put together. So we'll pick up that day later in the morning where you guys are at your table again, having your breakfast. There's a fair number of people in here today. There's some news in town. Apparently, biker gang kind of went amok up in Aviation Hill yesterday. People are chalking it up to a full moon, causing issues because everyone knows that the full moon is tied to mental instability. Shootout with the police. A few bikers left dead. Few police left injured.
Was that us? I can't
Wait,
recall.
the
Was that
bikers were
together?
left dead?
Some of the bikers were left dead. Remember, the whole gang isn't Fae.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like,
It's just
what?
the leaders.
Yeah, no, you're just the leader. No, this is a completely different thing to the werewolf situation.
Correct.
Yeah.
This is completely different. This
Yeah.
is up in the next, the big city, which would be in compared to Bloodworth.
This was a different group of PCs. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently, the news is all saying it's a biker gang just rampaged through town. It ended up in police shootouts, having the biker gang ran out of town, but leaving some injured police and some bodies of bikers left over. No real indication as to why. And again, the news is just saying, full moon, the crazies come out on full moon, and we all know the bikers are crazy. Not really anything at all in the news about what happened out in the forest because, again, very secluded area. And all those people were out of towners as well that were there.
And these things just happen.
Especially around us.
No more missing bodies than the national park average.
Nothing more than the average. Exactly. That's Bloodworth's byline. No more missing people than the average. So let's see what else was in the news. Professor Dunhill, if he were playing the numbers in the local lotteries, would have won a few $100s last night. You notice as your favorite numbers have popped up on the lotto.
Again, for the
Yeah, again.
I should really start getting into that. Yeah. I should work it out.
All right, so it looks like a normal day. The diner's a little full today. There's some more out of towners in here than usual. You noticed that there were 2 big rigs parked. It's not like this diner is made for truckers, right? Like this is not really a trucker stop, but there are 2 trucks that are parked in the parking lot of the veterinary clinic who's still closed. So they just parked their 2 big rigs over there. So there's 4 truckers in here.
Speaking
Just
of
dining.
did she go missing? Because she was
Who's that?
supposed to. Did she go missing, the veterinarian?
She's still quite wounded.
Okay, but she's still around.
She's still around. Yeah, you've not seen her, by the way, but you hear that she's doing better.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she was supposed to be going missing.
Veterinary clinic's closed until further notice. 4 truckers, big pots of coffee in front of them. They seem to be eating great big dishes of breakfast, and now they're ordering pie. Seem to be pretty affable guys. Town folks are out today as well. This is like right around lunchtime, like the end of the morning, starting into the afternoon. So this peak of lunchtime when you guys come down. They still serve breakfast, but they also serve lunch. You're at your usual table. And again, a little busier today than normal. The news, you're actually seeing they have the feed from Aviation Hill from last night, showing the shootout between the police and the biker gangs. And if all of you guys can give me a spot checks, please.
Ooh.
Mine is
I can never remember what it is.
18.
Okay.
15.
All right. Well, anybody that got more than say a 12,
No.
Bill, you're just entranced by your flapjacks and coffee and everything else. You too, Professor Dunhill as well, just shoveling food into your mouths.
I'm warily watching the newcomers. Warily, not wearily.
Literally.
Okay. I will give you more information about that then in a minute. So those of you watching this TV though and seeing the shootout, do notice that it has not been reported this way, but you definitely see some of the biker gang members shooting at other biker gang members during this whole fiasco too.
Faye versus Faye? Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, they're all wearing the same colors. The jackets are all from the same, motor club. But yeah, you definitely see some of the members taking aim at other members and shooting. As a matter of fact, I mean, looking at some of the footage, you kind of highly doubt that the police actually dropped any of the bikers. You think some of the other bikers dropped the bikers.
Wasn't there a similar thing happening like that before where the shootout Chad was in the middle of? Weren't some of them shooting at each other too?
I don't recall him
Yeah,
saying anything
I don't
like
think
that.
so. No.
No? Okay.
Dog, what do you want? He just came over to say hi, apparently.
Aw.
He's already been out for the day. Okay, hold on. Just one second. Here. You want your pork flavored doggy treat? It is
Ooh.
maple bacon flavored doggy treat.
Oh, you better roll a magic save.
Come on,
I
dog.
got maple bacon
Sit.
chips.
Good boy. Good boy. He likes his snacks. He's overweight. All right.
He's a gamer.
So let's see. Professor Dunhill was looking at the truckers. All right. Well, I imagine that Professor Dunhill has plied his trade in many truck stops and so is a little familiar with truckers. It's kind of odd. You see the two trucks, there's four of them. Kind of odd for truckers to have two people riding along. It's not common.
Too many.
And that's about all I'm going to give you because your spot was still low on that. But
Yeah.
that's maybe that's why you're watching them and you're a little suspicious because you don't remember ever seeing truckers traveling in pairs like this.
It's not as even as if they're doing it to keep on driving because they've stopped here. So. Right. I'll nudge somebody and hey, it's weird. There are two truckers for each truck.
Maybe they're roommates.
They rotate shifts. Hmm.
But they're not. That's the point. They've stopped.
They're going to eat sometime.
Maybe they're training.
Whatever it is. I mean,
Yeah. Professor Dunhill's just suspiciometer has been flagged. Of course, you know, he is a dirty pusher, so you know.
I am actually around meeting strangers for the first time as well, and these are new people in the diner.
Yeah,
so
there we go. Even worse.
It's my
Yeah.
thing. So, yeah.
Anyway, they seem quite affable. They're chatting up the waitress. They're ordering immense amounts of food, but they are kind of big guys too. You figure somewhere between mid 20s to probably not quite 30. They all got ball caps on. They've all got I don't know why it comes to mind to say tweed, probably because I'm looking at Professor Dunhill. It's not tweed, but you know, the checkered patterned shirts and like dicky
Plaid.
pants. Yeah, plaid. There we go. Plaid shirts, dicky pants, work boots. Nobody's sporting any logo from any particular truck company, and Professor Dunhill kind of just looking out at their trucks. Pretty generic. They don't really have signs on the sides at all. But other than that, other than this being a more busy day than it's been in weeks, nothing else is really going on. Flo, your waitress for this time of day, of course, tops off everybody's coffees. Tells you that it's rhubarb pie today if you'd like some pie today.
Yes.
She just brings out an entire pie for the table.
I just take the whole thing.
And I gotta imagine fake news has also got a cigarette in one hand, cup of coffee in the other as she bogarts the pie.
I have a special cup of coffee with a cigarette holder.
Oh, there we go, right on the edge of the coffee. Yeah.
So, Flo, we got new people in town at the moment.
Oh yeah, just some truckers. They just been asking how the weather's been. They got some loads they got to take up to the cabins just out past where the trailer parks are, and they're just wanting to know if they should be looking out for any mudslides or anything. This time of year, sometimes the roads get a little rough, but we've had a very mild winter. So just letting them know.
Regular thing? Do you get truckers coming through here a lot? It seems a bit off.
Not a lot. Back in the day, we used to. Well, I mean, aviation still's got a lot, a lot more interest to trucker down there. They got proper truck stops and such, and it's not like the diner's kind of built for that sort of thing. But back in the day, we used to get truckers. It's been a while, a little unusual. But thankfully, the veterinarian clinic over there, no one's in the parking lot, so plenty of place for them. New York plates, both of them. I noticed that coming in.
New
They
York
must have parked
City.
there sometime in the morning and just waiting for us to open, I guess, because they were there when I came in and opened the door.
Oh, okay.
Been here most of the morning. So they're waiting on a call.
Yeah, I thought this place was 24/7.
No. Remember, there's several times they close up.
I
Yeah.
forgot.
So not the high school, the college student that you've gotten chummy with is here for the people that rent the rooms, not for the diner part.
All right. Okay. That's what we're 24/7.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they must have been here since this morning. I let them in. They just get out of the cold and got them some coffee, and they've been eating all day. They've been she kind of points to the payphone. They've been waiting on a phone call. Really nice folks. They've been tipping me all morning.
Tipping. Yes.
Yeah, usually people leave it at the end and all, but every time I go by, I give them a refill. One of them gives me a 5 or a 10 just to hold down the chair, I guess. It's not really sociable to keep a table tied up that long, but no, they've been ordering food and drinking and the whole time.
Well, that's nice of them. Have they been trying the barbecue yet?
Oh no, mostly breakfast. They've been ordering lots of waffles and pancakes, and they like the bacon, of course. One of them just ordered a cheeseburger. They're pretty hungry guys. They must have been on the road for a while. Did you see all that going on in Aviation Hill last night?
Yeah, I saw the feed just earlier on the tube.
Yeah, I don't think the police up there have had quite that much excitement in a while. Not since that college camping thing went all haywire and those poor college students died. Weren't you guys out there filming part of that?
Oh, we were lucky.
Yeah.
Missed part of it.
These things happen, though.
Like it's almost like trouble follows you around. You weren't in Aviation Hill last night, were you? She just laughs it off.
No. We were camping.
No. Didn't take you for the camping sort. It's good to get out in fresh air now and then. Yeah, she just tops everybody's glasses off and leaves.
Does anything about these truckers or the way they're acting look weird to us?
I think Professor Dunhill's the only one into the psychology of truckers, and he pointed out that it's odd that they traveled in pairs. It's not very normal. But other than that, no, they look, they're big guys. They're not, 20s to probably not 30s. Clean.
Do they wear shiny black shoes?
No, they've got work boots. And they're not new. Their clothing isn't new. It's definitely worn in, slept in.
Does Lars only have one plate of bacon today instead of 5?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna side eye that for a minute. Just not even point it out. Just kind of.
Oh, and he doesn't even have the half pail of dipping sauce.
That's the unusual. That's a truly unusual thing.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go take a walk around for a while.
Okay.
My legs.
This will be a
what I'm
great
saying
time
to everybody at the table, and then I'm gonna go outside and investigate the trucks.
Okay. Yeah. Well, as you are passing by, the payphone is near the exit, and it rings. And one of the guys jumps up from the table and runs over there real quick, and just says hello. And so, Dunhill, you can continue on out the door, or if you want to figure out a reason why you'd be lingering to listen, you certainly can.
No, they're going to be tied up. I want to go and investigate the trucks.
Okay.
Right now.
All right, yeah. Leave, walk across the lot to where the veterinary clinic are. There are two. They don't look the same. Most truckers, the cabs are owned by the truckers or the trucking company, and they are different. They don't look the same. The trailers are often whoever is paying for them to take the load. So a lot of times those do have like commercial prints on the side from whatever company that they are. These don't. They're just plain steel. They're not even tagged. Like, so you notice they both have the New York plates, which would also make you believe that these probably would have graffiti spray paint on them. Just as as things are, but they're not. They're fairly clean. They're not new, but they're clean on the outside.
Well, I'm going to put a hand on one of the trucks, see if it's cold or hot,
Okay,
refrigerated or whatever, and then.
Okay, yeah. So since you said it, yeah, that is also an unusual thing. They're both refrigerated cabs, or not cabs, but the hauling ends. They're both refrigerated.
All right, and then I'm going to knock on the side to see if there's anything alive and responding in there as well.
Okay, not on the cab, but on the trailer part.
On the trailer, sorry.
Yeah. No, no answer back.
Okay. So, no, I don't know how cabs are or trailers are refrigerated.
You might, because again, you probably have hung out in places where truckers are often, and you probably have schmoozed with them in the past to, sell your wares.
Most foodstuffs has travelled in refrigerated trucks, otherwise it goes
Yeah.
off.
Mhm.
So that's not. Yeah, they just got to pick up all the bodies here that the farms are producing and cut them out.
Maybe, yep, that could be the thing. Yeah, I don't. All right, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, so you look around, you see the plates, both New York plates. The trailers aren't exactly the same, but again, odd that they're from New York and not been tagged. You knock on both of them, no response back. They are both refrigerated. That's about all you find.
Is the refrigeration outside? I mean,
Yes, it is. Yeah, like the tanks are between the cargo and the truck part. Like, so those refrigeration tanks are right there.
All right. I wonder if I can safely sabotage one of them for no reason.
You can shut them off. I mean, the valves are right there.
Sure, why not? I'll turn one of them off for no reason, and then. Yeah, I'll just turn one of them off.
Okay.
See what happens, and then go back inside.
Okay. As you're walking away, there is a beep coming from the refrigeration unit, and you see a little red light going off. Beep's not terribly loud.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll leave it. Go inside.
While Dunhill's gone, again, one of the truckers ran over. You see him kind of leaning down, talking on the phone. You see, he mouths yes sir many times. Other than that, he's still on the phone as Professor Dunhill comes back, but he finishes up pretty quickly. And they go to settle up the bill.
I'm gonna serve Lars a piece of pie and see if he takes it.
Pie.
Rhubarb.
Yeah. For an apple.
Too close to a vegetable. All right. So they quickly pay up. Two of them go to the restroom, and then they all leave very quickly afterwards. Professor Dunhill probably waiting to see what the response is to your playing around with their vehicle. Let me see if they notice, because again, the little alarm thing wasn't that loud.
High or good or bad? I can't remember. High's.
Oh yeah, one of them actually does go. Fiddles around, looks like he's turning the refrigerant back on. Has a few words with the person that's driving. He's apparently the co-pilot in this one, but they don't seem too disturbed about it. Yeah, and then they take off.
Well, I go back and tell the others what's going on, or what. It's weird. Trucks are graffitied. They've refrigerated both of them. I don't know.
Do you often go around graffitiing trucks?
I don't. I get my business out other ways, but
So, what's on the agenda for today? You guys are wrapping up your food. Most of the locals are finishing up and heading off. It's just afternoon now.
Now, we've got a lot of good, from the point of view of our season, we've got enough for something. But so is there anything big we're missing?
So, Lars, I think at this point you've got a lot. You've got all the video necessary. What you don't have is the commentary. Like you guys haven't come up with a running, documentary of what's going on to go with that excellent video that you have.
So we need like somebody to piece it all together.
Yeah, somebody needs to make a story.
Is Sherry here working on schoolwork?
She comes in for the evening shift, so no, it's Flo right now.
Okay. I'm gonna bring it up to Lars and the guys. Be like, do we want to?
Lars has dipped out. He went
well.
looking for that bucket of sauce. He just couldn't stay away from it. He's dunking his head at it right now.
I'll bring it up again when he gets back. But do we want to maybe? I mean, Sherry's a clever, bright girl. Do we want to reach out and see if maybe she wants to do commentary for us about the documentary?
Because as fake news has often said in this game, I am not the face.
Right, but also like she's a local and like she's, like I said, she's clever. It could be something that she could, use as a resume thing or whatever. It could be she's more aware of things than she lets on.
Well, we can certainly ask her, but maybe she doesn't want to be the face of Blood Hollow.
Yeah.
And draw attention that way.
What about audio commentary over the footage?
That's
on camera.
Yeah, that's kind of.
But she still might not want it. Well, we can ask. We can find out.
Yeah.
We could do one of those weird voice changer things on her.
Do the Unsolved Mysteries facial blur.
Yeah, exactly.
Different stage name.
Give me a second, guys. If you go over to the payphone, can you star 69 to see what number last called in?
I think this was before star 69.
Yeah, probably before that, but I don't
know. I'll ask Flo. Is there a way to see where an incoming call from a payphone came from?
Hold on, I'm actually interested. Let's see. Star 69. Actually, no, it did begin in the 1980s. I tell you what, why don't you roll me D100, call high or low before the roll there, Dunhill? Let's see if they have it here.
I mean, in honor of 69, high.
Wow.
There you go.
Close enough.
So do you want to go over and do the star 69?
Yep.
All right. You get the operator.
No. Hey, I was trying to get the number of the last call that was made to this phone operator.
Oh, yes. So the operator is an Aviation Hill. She's like, yeah, that was an out-of-state number. I can see if I can get it for you if you hold on for just a moment.
I enjoy the hold music.
Yeah, Girl from Ipanema plays as the hold
that's
music,
exactly
of
what
course.
I was thinking.
Yeah. Comes back and says, I'm sorry, that was an unlisted number. All I can tell you is it was from New York. I can try and trace down the switchboard operator on that end, but it just kind of it was a direct call through, so I don't have that information.
It was a direct call through, meaning
They didn't go through
They-
switchboard.
they called this number directly.
Yeah. Yep.
So they already knew this number.
Mhm.
Huh. All right. Okay. That'll do. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hang up.
Uh-oh.
You're back, Lars. We can hear
Don't
you.
count on it. No, I'm not.
Oh.
It's locking up again. I have to reset one again. Apparently, there's a major update that I have to have.
Lars,
Second
you
moment.
currently got your face in a bucket of sauce.
Like a horse with a bucket of oats.
Occasionally a finger floats to the top.
Wendy's chili.
That's right. Wendy's chili. All right. Yeah. So all she could tell you is that the area code came out of New York.
All right. As I say, thanks very much. And hang up. And I'll go back to the table. Somebody, blah. I'll just tell you everything that was just told there. So.
Oh, came from New York, so.
Yeah, and they called here directly. So.
Yeah, that's
I don't know,
weird.
it just seems weird that they would have this number.
Hey, Flo, how would one get a direct number to the payphone here?
Oh, we are listed in the phone book.
But did they make? Oh, we are. Oh, okay. I didn't know payphones
to the
were.
payphone?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You haven't got a private line for the diner?
Nah, the owner's a little too cheap for that. He says you got to use the
Right.
phone. You got to pay for it.
But no, for you getting calls coming in.
Oh yeah, comes through the payphone.
Yeah, it's free on the payphone if it comes in. It's calling out that costs money.
Right, yeah. No. It's just eh.
I'm taking this from my early childhood memories of our diner that had a payphone that was actually the phone number to the diner.
Oh my god, that's funny.
It was the same reason. The owner was just too cheap to have an online.
Good enough reason. Okay, so aside from waiting around for our star to show up, I mean, Flo, not Lars.
Yeah.
Well, we got anything on?
Sherry.
Anything to do today? I mean, I don't know where those trucks have gone. Probably too late to follow them now. But
I mean, after the past couple of days that we've had, I really, honestly, really like the thought that we're done filming. I think we should just relax.
Yeah, so
We
again,
went
you've
through a
got all
lot.
the footage you need for a season in the can. What you don't have is a storyline to
Yeah.
tie it all together.
Yeah.
all right, we'll put Lars in charge of coming up with the storyline. Say now if you object, Lars.
I don't hear no.
There we go then. Yep.
You know, it kind of gets me wondering, when we're done here, what's next for you guys? I mean, are we gonna stay together and keep going if we get greenlit, if they accept it, or
Well, you've got basically a season. Like you're gonna have to be
Yeah.
working on your next season, assuming that it goes
Yeah.
well. Probably in a
you-
different place.
I'm
Yeah.
up
If it
for it.
goes well.
Yeah.
yeah. Lars, are you back officially?
Maybe.
Okay. So while you were away, I had the thought of what if we got Sherry to do the commentary and tie things together if she wants, because she's from here.
Who's
She's
Sherry?
Sherry, Shelley,
Sherry,
the
she's the night.
Sherry,
No.
The student going to the college that works here at night.
yeah, the clever girl. What if we offered her to be able to try and string it together? She's kind of clever and bright and knows more than
Oh.
she lets on.
If you want that, we could ask, and I'm going to get the name wrong here because I can't remember it because it's been a while. Pam? Was that the name of the... What was the name of the daughter that I'm apparently infatuated?
Oh, yeah.
Dolores?
No.
Dorothy?
No,
Was it Pam?
it could have been.
Tammy?
It
Heather.
was the daughter of
The daughter, yeah.
the maiden. It's of the family. What's name?
Yeah. I thought it started with a D.
D for daughter?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I can't remember. It's been a while. I don't think I can.
Hold on, I'm looking up my
Yeah.
cast
Yeah.
of
But anyway,
characters
here, if you want.
Oh, he froze. Oh no.
He's just thinking about her again.
Yep.
Yeah,
The only
yeah.
problem
They're
with
in opposite
that is
space.
that neither of the Hoopers or the Lee family really want to draw attention to the area.
Yeah, and I personally think that's. I don't want.
If you also
deal with
remember, the first thing they
them.
wanted to know is if you were going to make them look bad, like the last reporters that came through did. So
I don't want to make them look bad, but oh, there it goes. Oh, I just think.
Well, I mean, we can. Once we've worked out what the narrative is, we can talk to the people and see if they're okay with doing it. I mean, or do we get the talent first? Surely we've got to have the script before we get the talent. Isn't that the way it works in this business? I don't know. I'm not really.
Yep. I think probably the thought originally was that while Fake isn't like the face of the organization, probably Fake was doing the voiceover. Because it's always good to have, the woman's voice as the voiceover for the introductories and that sort of thing. At least,
Yeah.
all the metrics say that works better.
I did a lot of the interviews.
You did a lot of the interviews.
So I don't know. It's just, even if she just wants to string along a commentary and then I can read it, even I don't know. But I mean, what do you guys think we should do for season 2? I mean, I've heard a lot about this place up north, Centralia, Pennsylvania. There's a lot of stuff I've heard in the news going on up there
I
lately.
mean, this can't be the only funky place in Appalachia, right?
I would like to stay far away from Appalachia for a while.
Hey, good stuff, though.
So it's like really the big question is like you've got all of these scenes of different things. You're tying it in with a lot of the location B-roll, so like you can tell that it's all from the same area, but you don't have a story of like. So what's the story you're trying to tell? Are you trying to just tell a story of this area, Bloodworth Hollow, just being a huge
conduit,
supernatural?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. There's
show of a place.
so many different like pieces on the chessboard here. I don't think they're all connected, but there's a lot of like crossovers. I mean, we have the dreams that we've had about those creatures and the two worlds merging and then being separated. We have
Professor Doug has no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, we have like the military was involved with stuff, private organizations were involved in stuff. Like they dipped out unexpectedly almost overnight. Like there's so many moving parts in this that I mean it's almost impossible to think that it's all from one thing. I think it's just an amalgamation of fuckery.
Maybe we use that to our advantage. Then maybe we say, "Hey, we're going to have 9 episodes of this, and the 9th episode will tie everything together, and then we only produce 8 episodes,
Oh,
and we can have like, oh, this is the missing episode that we couldn't put out.
oh my god. It's
This was too real for the
genius.
network. They had to
Exactly.
do this poster.
Yeah.
But you can buy it now on VHS by calling.
Jameis is here on a different computer, he's saying in the
Ah,
Roll20
trying to
chat.
look back here. Yeah. I mean, tagline has got to be something like bloody Appalachia, where they only have the statistical number of missing people.
Yes.
We've got to hammer that line through the through point all the way going forward.
And
So,
now
yeah,
for only
we could build it up with
$19.99, you too can have Bloodworth Hollow. The what was it? What did they always do? The behind the scenes, unfiltered, unedited,
Uncut.
uncut.
The director's cut.
Yeah, we keep mentioning it. Like, hey, and there's a mysterious figure.
Yeah.
Who was that mysterious figure we saw in the background of this thing? We'll come back
The
to that.
FCC
Remember that.
wouldn't let
We'll
us
come back to
show
that
all
for
the
our series
bloodshed
finale.
that happened.
Oh, Jameis is backstage, he says.
Oh, okay. Let me toss him back in. Let's see. Mhm.
So yeah.
There he is.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
So, yeah, we were thinking of reaching out to Sherry to see if she wants to piece it all together. And I
Not
could
Pam?
commentary it.
Or
No.
the name in the deputy?
I don't think we want to deal with them. Plus, they would be a little more partial towards stringing a narrative along.
Oh, Lars, so what I had said when you were on, if you remembered that both the Lees and Hoopers don't want to attract attention to the weirdness that's going on here, and particularly your current lady that you are favoring, how they greeted you originally was, oh, you're reporters. Are you going to make us look bad like the last group did?
Yeah.
So they're
You talk
really
to the
not.
sheriff?
The
What's that?
sheriff's dead.
Yeah, sheriff is by all
Oh.
reasonable accounts dead.
I thought he came back to life, or was that the other guy?
Oh, he went
That's the
across.
deputy.
Deputy.
Yeah, the deputy's alive. He's a Frankenstein monster of some sort.
We'll talk to him.
We could. I think that might be a conflict of interest for his job, but we could ask.
Yeah, that, and you probably can figure that he doesn't want to draw a lot of attention to too much. Like, he would be all for like telling a story, but he would come across as a he would that he would make it seem like the wink wink, like, yeah, sure, this is all real, but I'll tell you all about all the weirdness that goes on.
Don't we have film of him getting put back together? Weren't you filming that? Maybe we shouldn't for him.
Nice, I'd forgotten that.
Sherry's not filmed in anything, I don't believe.
We can also go over to the university in Appalachian Hill and see if we can get someone there.
Yeah.
I think Sherry, you got some photos of, you got some video of her when you guys went to the warehouse party because she was like doing a banging Dio song on stage.
Yeah, but I mean, who would know that? Well, yeah. But
Can't put that out. That would be copyright.
we'll get DMCA'd.
Yeah.
I also brought up the point of like, there's not necessarily a single narrative going on in this area with all the things we've experienced. It's kind of more of an amalgamation of different things that cross over each other. Like,
it all ties, not that I don't know how much we really get this bird. It's all tied back to the 4 ancient gods who ended up staying here after the place portal closed.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much we, as just characters, actually get that. But it's all tied back to them. So if you could tie that in, but no one's going to believe that in the slightest, even more so than the political stuff we're doing already.
I could try to interview the god I made a pact with. Hello,
Hey,
I can see it now. He's on the casting couch. He's got a Perrier in one hand. It's like, let me tell you.
a mason jar of moonshine
Yeah.
that I used to summon him. I mean, that's
but that, if you know someone who knows a lot about that, then
well, that's the thing.
that's the
Is
tie-in you
there?
want. I don't know. I
The
don't
Lees and
think
the Hoopers, you have, I mean, you have information that they both have ties to some of these ancient gods. They may not know the whole story, but if anyone in town does, it's going to be the Lees and the Hoopers.
We already
Yes.
talked to the Hoopers,
Yeah,
right?
they made pacts with these creatures way back when.
there'll be someone in Aviation Hill who's made it their pet project to understand everything about the local legends and myths of this area and would have those god things there. Whether or not you want to try and find out who that is and get them to talk is a different question. But there'll be someone over there in the university who's got that.
Yeah.
Who's
Well,
that crackpot?
we've talked to the Hoopers. What if we go reach out to the Lees?
We can do,
Finally.
yeah. But if they're anything like the Hoopers, they'll probably be just as reluctant to talk. But we
Yeah,
can do. There's
fine.
nothing to stop us.
Or I could ask the deputy if he knows anybody that might know about that. Because the deputy's already
Again,
aware that we're in the know.
Well, the
Yeah,
sheriff
but he-
had also told you already that the Lees and the Hoopers would have the oldest information of this town because they started this town between the two of them.
But also, again, the deputy in that they're on the side of, yes, this is all real, wink. So
Well,
they're again,
what if we talk to him to get some people to talk to that might be amenable to doing
Hmm.
commentary?
that's why you're better going over to university and get someone who's just coming at it from a folklore perspective and stuff and get them to.
Or somebody who's left town to move to aviation.
People allowed to move town? I thought no one left town.
Some people got away a
Yeah,
little bit.
people.
Yeah.
Not
And a lot of
far.
people that are stuck can still go all the way up to Aviation Hill.
There's also, well, if you, well, I mean, you can go back to Shelley. I'm not saying you can't do Shelley. It's just that, there's other options if you want to get it. I mean, if you really want, you can get your veterinarian friend, and see if, Kirsty.
Mhm.
That name suddenly came out of nowhere. Kirsty to see if she wants
Katie,
to talk about
yep.
it.
Maybe
Katie,
it's the first, yeah.
Yeah,
What?
honestly, I mean, you know where she's in Aviation Hill. She's let me think. Hold on. She would have been released from the hospital, so she's back home here in Bloodworth Hollow, taking it easy. For several weeks, she was in Aviation Hill for treating injuries that she had.
Yeah.
Because remember, there's no real hospital here. That's why you had to go to a vet in the first place.
What if we reached out to the biker again just to see if he knows anybody that knows about the original four gods? Because we know more information since we've talked to him.
there's also,
If he's alive.
yeah,
Hmm.
if he wants to deal with that sort of thing, 'cause he
Yeah.
may want
Remember,
to keep
you've
him
also
afloat.
already interviewed him. Like you have some tape of him already.
Yeah.
But just to
Um,
get him to point us into a direction for somebody else.
we have also gotten the people at Aviation Hill to translate the runes on the spearhead, so we already know they know something about it.
Well, they knew the translation. They don't necessarily know what the spear meant. I remember they were like, I
No,
don't
but
know
it's
what
still
the...
they've got more connections to that than
That's
we do.
true.
But yeah, no, I mean we've got lots of people we can talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys met the dodgy professor that Bob Hastings was the TA for. Remember, he was the Arcs Club head that
He was the
has
coordinator,
since
yeah.
won a fortune. And
He wasn't really keen on being on camera though.
he was not. He was actually awfully dodgy with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he skipped town, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure
Hmm.
there was a newspaper article about it.
Yeah, he
Well, there
won the
was, yeah,
lottery.
because there were some of the drama students that died during that camp out.
Hey, you lose some drama students and then you have to leave.
Hey, when that happens.
Hmm.
I mean, we could always go and look at the local newspaper morgue and see if there's anybody in.
Also,
there
the
who's
deputy
got
said we
some-
could go through their files whenever we wanted to.
Yeah.
Hmm. You know what? That's a good start. I'll go over and see the deputy and flip through some files and see if I can find
You just want to
anything.
go and see the deputy.
Yeah, I do. But does anybody have research of Ace or in their skills?
I don't know, Fake. I mean, you knew the deputy when he had blue eyes. Since you had to replace his eyes with green eyes now, he might not be your thing anymore. I don't know.
I know. I mean, I do like the idea of dating Mr. Potato Head, though. I mean,
You can make him better.
I just put any part I want on him. Fully
Hey now.
customized boyfriends?
Yes, we're all thinking of that part, don't we?
Who says just one?
Yeah, exactly. I remember Klingons have 2 of everything. Yeah.
But that might be a good idea to see if there. Well, how far back would that go, though? Really,
How far would what go back?
the,
Like
the records and
records?
the deputies thing.
Haven't looked. No idea.
Yeah.
Find out how old the deputy.
Does anybody have research skill?
Is that actually a
Is that
separate thing?
SL? Yeah.
Or is it just kind of investigation? Or I don't know how research works.
I have a library card, but that's not a research skill.
Bert, how does research work?
So it will depend because you know that some of the stuff at the police office is computerized because they had modems talking to things in Aviation Hill. So that would require a different skill than going through like a newspaper and physical paper morgue. So as far as skills go, let me get to my skill list here real quick.
Yeah. It's been a while since we actually had to look at these things.
So
there's computer skills. That's a separate thing.
yeah, so that's what you would need to go through like their very antiquated computers to look for stuff. Other than that, I think there is a specific skill for.
There's investigation.
Yeah. I think investigation is the closest thing that we have.
Yeah, there's no research skill per se.
Well, I
So
have
just
computer
it's just-
investigation.
Yeah, investigation is just you're able to gather information from sources that most people ignore. That's all it says for investigation.
Yeah, I have both of those then. Well, shit. Okay.
I think I've got computer. Yeah, I've definitely got investigation. I'm not saying I've got a huge amount. Yeah, I've got a point in computer and 2 in investigation.
Oh, me too.
I've got 2 in computer.
Oh, well, there you go. You're a computer expert.
Yeah.
Done.
We'll sit around
much do you?
doing nothing.
Well, you can investigate the truck some more.
I've also got rank 2 in parkour.
Ooh, that'll be helpful.
Dunhill, do you have any drugs that can help me focus? You got some Adderall or?
What's that?
The Adderall wasn't the thing.
I'll tell you in 20 years.
Nothing particular. Right now? No. I don't think so.
Oh, here we go. Common drugs.
Yeah. I mean, nothing that won't get you high as well. I don't know how good that will be for, going to the police station to.
They just show up to the cops all cracked out.
Yep.
Yeah, there's nothing in there that's going to give your intelligence a boost.
It's not those kind of drugs.
Yep.
All
I thought
right.
you had something which could help in intelligence.
I mean, I can have a look. I can always read over the alchemy book that we got again and see if there's anything there. But I got nothing at present.
Oh, something to see, knowledge that is unseen.
Don't see how that would help.
You know, when you look into the void.
Sure, I'll have another read over that if you want to start on. That's what I can do this afternoon. I guess, seeing as I cannot research anything, I'm no good with books. He says, but I'll go and read this book.
All
Don't
right.
you have an investigation skill? I thought you would have.
He's no good at
No.
finding books, but like if the book's already in his hand, I mean, he can read.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah.
It
So
might
you
even know a
want to-
fair amount of Latin because, drug lists.
Yeah, but
Alright.
is that the angle we want to take of actually? 'Cause I don't know. I missed the conversation because I was busy eating. Of trying to do the whole gods aspect, or is there some other angle we're trying to cohesively narrate around?
We want to find somebody who will know about the four gods.
Yeah, but how? Well, looking in the files won't tell us that.
No.
You'd want to look in the files to see if you can find strands to pull together to help you explain the story.
I mean, if a recurring
If
name
you
comes up, then
and
that
if you know well that and then if
Mm.
you know the gods is the angle you want, that tells you what to look for in the files.
The
But
other thing,
if there's some other angle you want, then you have to look for that. Yeah.
yeah, I could.
Which is why do we want the files? We want the files. We just want to find a person, and that's somewhat different too. If we're just trying to find bits of the story to pull together.
Hmm.
Because especially if we get someone like Shelley to do the narration, she won't have all the details herself. So we would have to pull together the story. We'd have to write the script for her to read.
Right. We're looking for somebody to actually write the script to piece it together, is what I was kind of thinking.
Then yeah, I mean that could be us, but we'd have to
Yeah.
find more information.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, just with the footage you've taken, you can make any story you want. I mean, it's do you want to try and tell the truth as you know it, or do you just want to make something that will get you ratings? That's also a
Yes.
fair question. you know, like
Who's
how
got the.
believable is four gods being left
Yeah.
here going to be as well, anyway, just throwing that out.
Yeah.
What if. Ooh.
Ooh.
If you have connections in the film industry, right?
In the AV club up at Aviation.
But I mean, like, outside of that, like in your professional life, because you're a filmmaker, what
That's never
if,
really come up.
when we're done here, what if you look into your sources outside of here and maybe we can hint at like the four gods thing and then we can do a spin-off of we can make like like an anime or something.
God's gone wild.
Yeah, like a fantasy story,
do we have the budget for that? Can we get a budget for that?
We could
Yeah,
pitch
that
it.
would you have to get a separate pitch.
Yeah,
It's not part of the original budget.
yeah.
And I do have an expanded budget based on what we've got so far, but it's not going to cover that.
Yeah. So I guess let's see. So you want to
Well,
you can look in the alchemy book. I could look through the deputy's records to see if like a name will pop up consistently. We could do a trip to Aviation Hills and see
Chad
if
can
there's
handle the
somebody
computers.
there. Yeah. Do we want to split up, gang? Two of you can go to Aviation Hills while like Dunhill and I sit at the deputy's place and look through files while he looks through the
Well,
alchemy book.
I mean,
if you want someone to drive, then Chad's the one who does the driving.
Man, I'll be alright with that.
I mean, we got
it sounds like the best plan we've got. So yeah.
right. So
Thank
Dunhill.
God.
So
If that's the best plan we have.
I mean, it's a plan that we have.
yes.
and
So
there are
Dunhill
no-
and I will stay in town, go through police records. He'll look through his book. You two go to aviation and see if you can find somebody that might be like a crackpot into this conspiracy shit.
If you could find somebody.
Yeah. I'll let you borrow my library card.
It's not for this library, is it? Around here?
There's like a network.
Yeah, this you've got your library system. I think
Yeah.
we kind of said that you guys all came from university area of like a close by state, like
Yeah,
probably Tennessee or Virginia.
Okay.
it was somewhere close because this is all we could get to
Yep.
within the budget.
Yep.
All right, so split the party. Whee!
Okay. Well, let's handle the police station. Who's going to the police station?
Dunhill and I.
Don't think there's any reason for me to go to the police station.
You just hang out with me and keep me company while you look through your book.
You want me there while you're hitting on the deputy?
I mean, I don't want to be alone.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Listen, there's a lot of shit that's been going down the past couple days. I don't want to take any chances by myself.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you go in. The deputy isn't there, but their dispatch person, basically their 911 operators there, and knows what's going on, knows you guys. So, yeah. So, like, the file room is largely still paper, but they have an Apple II with AppleWorks database where they've started at least cataloging where to find stuff in which card drawer and file drawer.
Okay.
So while everything isn't in the computer, like, you can search to figure out which file drawer to look at for stuff.
Okay,
What,
and
what
then
year is it?
80
84?
something, 84.
Maybe they have
Wow.
a microfiche machine.
They do not.
They've got an Apple II. That's like the latest computer of the day.
Yeah, it is. It came out in 77, and this one's fairly well expanded.
Mm. I'll ask the dispatch if she knows or can send a message out to the deputy to just stop by real quick when he gets a chance.
Well, she
Okay.
tells you the deputy is currently in Aviation Hill,
Oh,
liaising with them about the biker gang incident from last night.
that's fair. So we'll be here probably for a couple of hours if he comes back.
Mhm.
I just want to ask him a question or two when he's free. There's a lot going on. We know.
Sure. Yeah. Just sends out a number. It's like, hey, your favorite reporter was asking about you. All right. So yeah, you're faced with an Apple II. You said you do have computers.
I do. I have a +1.
Okay. Why don't you give me a roll?
How about a 12?
Okay. So that's not horrible, but it's also not fast either. So
Mhm.
you're probably not familiar with the Apple II. Maybe use some of the Commodores or maybe a PET or a CVM. Yeah. So it takes you a little bit, but you are able to figure out the database. And of course, this is all on floppy disks, 5.25-inch floppy disks. So yeah, you're going through, you're putting in a queue, and it's telling you to put in disk number, blah blah. So you figured that out. So the question is, what are you looking for?
I am looking.
They've got missing persons. They've got the crimes are broken up into missing persons, missing pets, missing persons, non-criminal deaths, like people who died under normal conditions, murders, then you've got like just petty crimes.
I want to look through. I want to look through murders and see if there's like a witness or statements that come from a same person for an extended period of time.
So
Like-
someone who witnessed an event who is coming up repeatedly in murder investigations.
Somebody that's been around a while.
All right.
Can
Well,
say,
I will tell you from not even having to roll, and you're taken to the right filing cabinet. You pull it out. There's been a lot of murders between the Lees and the Hoopers.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've been feuding for a while.
Yeah.
Most all of that stopped in hold on. When was the big
I mean, if you look up unusual deaths and they've got a decent file on the sort of judicial action, you might be able to get expert witnesses that were called in, and that's probably the person we want.
Yeah, I'm hoping somebody that's a third
Okay.
party from the Lees
So
or
the
Hoopers.
Bloodworth massacre of 36 is kind of where all the vendettas between the Lees and the Hoopers kind of started trailing off, and you only had a handful for each year past 36. But prior to 36, they were killing each other a lot. A lot.
Well, that's not murder. That's just perfectly normal happening.
Mm,
And that's not to say, too, how many of those were deaths,
mhm.
quote unquote, and not just like in the case of like the elder of the Hooper who's been here way too fucking long, but is saying otherwise. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
So the event of 36 was a busload of kids and counselors from West Virginia went missing. Aviation Hill police chased the killer, chased the people back to Bloodworth Hollow, found out that they had killed 23 children, 6 counselors, and 8 Bloodworth citizens. Four police officers and the sheriff was killed during this incident. That had a federal response. And since then, the number of murders in the area has like just plummeted. Before that, there seemed to be like several murders every few months.
But after that, is there an uptick in missing people versus murder?
That'll take you some while to figure out.
There's
but,
an uptick in perfectly normal death. Do not ask.
That's actually what the subtext almost is like. It's like, yes, reported number of missing people, which is statistically within the average of the number of missing people in forested areas across the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the number of missing people for citizens goes down, but the number of missing people for people passing through or non-citizens goes up. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there, so Lees and Hoopers obviously, but is there like a third party, like a third? No.
No,
nothing that
the whole
keeps-
place is either you're related to a Lee or a Hooper, or you're an outsider. That's this whole town.
Any Lee or Hooper that might have left for Aviation Hill?
You won't find that in the police station because unless they
No.
committed a crime, it's not going to
Okay.
be here. There are several Lees and Hoopers that are spending time in the penitentiary in Aviation Hill, like doing hard time life in Aviation Hill.
Who's the oldest one?
Oldest one is 91, sentenced to life in prison. And apparently he's in no hurry for that life sentence to end at 91.
I want to take that information down and see if they can make a phone call for me to the penitentiary.
Okay.
It's a hard knock life.
See if I can get like a personal visit, not
Yep.
conjugal, but like
That's
private.
Bassett E. Lee.
Why does that sound familiar?
It hasn't come up before.
It hasn't? Bassett hasn't? Okay, that sounded familiar.
I mean, Lee, we know quite a bit.
Yeah. All right, Bassett E. Lee, the penitentiary, 91 years. Okay, I got a name.
I don't know, if you say conjugal visit, you might get one with a chance to get in there.
Yeah, right. How you doing with the alchemy book, Dunhill?
Well, I'm right here.
Well, Dunhill, I want you to make 2 different rolls for me.
Right.
Can I assist with either?
No,
with knowledge, paranormal, or
you're
occult?
tied up with this whole
Okay.
thing. Go ahead and give me a what's the best? Because you're trying to read between the lines, like, because it is a recipe book with some anecdotal things here and there. So you're kind of trying to, because you know it is coded. So you're trying to read between the lines to figure out the best. So probably the best skill for this is going to be
I've got chemistry and I've got home brewing, which would help with this stuff, but I don't think I've got anything for like signal detection or code breaking.
It would be a specific knowledge skill. So let's just base this on intelligence. So just give me a d20 roll plus your intelligence bonus. And
Roll.
actually,
His fertility bonus.
Shit.
And maybe you can get lucky in that way.
well, yeah, so that's what I was taking into account. Add your level to the roll, which should be 5 or 6 now.
5.
I think it's 5.
I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to have pretty
that
high
is gonna
roll.
be. All right. Plus my level. Pow. 26.
Holy
I see you.
shit.
Definitely high enough. However, I now want you to roll me a d10 and then a d20 afterwards.
All right.
And if you have to do a survival roll, you get a +1 from me.
I mean, it's not a skill or anything. So I rolled an 8
Okay.
for the d10, and the d20 got me another 8.
All right. For first of all, you faint. And then on the d20 roll, you got an 8.
Yes, another 8.
Okay. After fake news comes over and slaps you awake, well, you're now hyperactive. This is a madness effect. +1 to all your physical skill checks. However, -1 to all your mental saves, and you're just like, you just talk a mile a minute. Your brain got expanded by reading through this because you broke the code. So, yeah, these are spell formulae. Yes, they're kind of hidden in like cooking, etc. But you figured out going through it. It's like, oh, this is what they meant by this. It's a spell book. Professor Dunhill could actually use some magic now if he wanted to
Oh,
by brewing potions. But it does impart a certain the basic stuff, potions that you can make that can heal, that can hinder, that can cause confusion, can do all kinds of other things. Those don't come as a price. Those don't come at a price at all. You just, you know how to brew and create things. You know your way around a chemistry station. Yeah, some of the stuff that you need to acquire are a little out there. A lot of it would be very illegal. Like, unless what does a fetus go for in the black market? I don't know. You don't know that. But yeah, that's one of the ingredients in some of the things in here. However, you do also discern the wisdom portions of the book where they're talking about like you figure somebody in the family was just imparting like, oh, on the nights of the full moon, I would go out and harvest with a silver sickle, I'd harvest this thing, etc. There is definitely an underlying message here where you can contact, you're assuming maybe it's one of these 4 gods that you've been learned that your friends have been talking about. You're not privy to the dreams, but there's ways to contact them, there's ways to make bargains with them, and it's in this book.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And this is all just made your mind just like you're thinking clearer, faster, but it all just comes out in a rush whenever you talk.
This is why the KBC only hires illiterate.
Yes. This is a temporary effect, but yeah, for now, you're just like the ideas in your head are just more than you can frame, and your mouth can't keep up with your brain, so you're just you're just a little frenetic.
All right. Well, if I know what I need to get in order to contact these one of the gods and make a bargain or whatever it is, then I gotta go fake. I gotta collect up some stuff which will really help the film that we got going on here. I gotta get out of here and get some stuff together. I'll be back. All right. Okay. Right. Yep.
Yeah, I gotta go dig up a dead dog carcass. It's one of the primary things I need.
I'll check out with the vets. That's probably where the best place for that. Yep. Okay. Cool. Yeah. And off I head.
Yeah. So he just pops up off the ground after you wake him up, rattles this off, and just runs out the door with the book in hand.
Leaving you alone.
Yes. The 99911 operator just kind of turns to look at you. He's like, hey, everything all right back there? Don't you ride over my game save for what's the game? Oh geez. Come on, the one where you die of dysentery.
Oh, Oregon
Oregon
Trail.
Trail.
Yeah, Oregon Trail. Don't you ride over by Oregon Trail, Save.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. How about that sports ball game?
We lost. Goes back to
Shit. I'm gonna go have another piece of pie.
All right. Chad and Lars, where did you guys go?
The
We-
hell,
Aviation Hill, where were we headed?
university.
To the university. Okay.
To the university.
Yeah. Traffic was fine. You guys get there pretty quickly, just up the interstate. No issues getting there either.
Cool.
Yeah. So the question is, who you looking for? What department?
Just because it's the people I know, I might try and contact the AV club and say, "Hey, I've got this idea for a documentary. Well, the documentary we're doing is this. We want sort of this angle on it. Who would you contact?" And see if the AV club know.
Well, who will we contact for what? You need talent? We got plenty of people.
No, background information, possible narration of knowledge of help write the script.
Oh,
Script
well,
writing of the documentary.
Professor Donovan is on sabbatical.
Yeah,
But Professor
so he's-
Sandovan is he's really good. He knows a lot about Appalachian history. Apparently, his family is there's like a telltaling thing where a lot of the Appalachian lore and tall tales, like his father is well known in the circuit. He does, I wouldn't call it stand up, but he does these things for Appalachian lore. This is actually a thing around here. Like it's all, what would you call it? Verbal tales that weren't written down that are handed down.
Oral history.
Yeah, or oral. Well, not histories. They're like oral, almost mythologies or oral tales in the area. Yeah, and they're very dramatic. They're dramatic tellings. People are usually do voices, and it's almost like a stand-up kind of routine, but it's not comedic.
Is he willing to be recorded?
You want to go talk to Professor Sandovan?
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's currently he's finishing up with his class. He's got on you come in and he just gives you a nod. You take a seat to finish. As he finishes, and he's just talking about the various indigenous tribes that were across the Appalachias. Apparently, this is a course on some of that, where some of the interesting finds were, etc. Then bell rings. Professor Sandovan is fairly young. He's probably 25, 26 or so. He's wearing kind of dressing down, Professor. Like he's got a nice button down shirt on, but he's wearing jeans and just like moccasins. He's got a oh man, my words are failing me today. What do you call he's got a mullet. He's wearing a mullet. Very, very popular during this time. And apparently his class finds him pretty charming because there's a lot of students that are coming up telling you, "Oh, that was great today, Professor. I didn't know so much about the heritage there." He seems to be very popular.
How many women have love and you on their island?
Yeah. He is that kind of guy. But afterwards, he turns to you guys as he's putting some stuff away in a valise. It's like, well, you're obviously not students. Gives you a winning smile. What can I do for you? I'm Professor Sandovan.
You want to take the lead, Chad? Give you a chance to talk.
Actually, Chad looks like Chad is in college. You're just on your break from yours. Yeah. This would be. What would you call it? This would be school for trying to make up credits because you're gonna get failed out otherwise.
Yeah. I don't know. So we're trying to get him to tell us more of the history, or
get him to be sort of on side with our project and see what he has to see if he can help us write the script and potentially even perform on camera.
And this is the first time we've met him, right?
Yes, he is new. He's replacing the professor that was the sponsor for the Arcs Club, who's apparently on sabbatical.
Sabbatical.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hi. I introduced myself, and I'm like, so what do you know about the history of this area?
He kind of stares at you blankly for a moment. And he's like, quite a bit. That's why they hired me for this course.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Let me tell you who we are. We're a group of we're all college students, right?
No, Lars is older. You are definitely a college student.
Come, we're producing a documentary. We have this really good idea, and we wanted to tell you about it and see
Oh,
what.
are you going to be on PBS? Oh, I'm always, oh yeah, I'm always willing to help the
Yeah,
arts.
Fake's been
Well,
saying we've been on PBS, but I don't know how true that is.
we'd like
PBS is shown on your local cable channel.
we'd like to be on PBS, and we feel like if we come up with something good enough, we'll be on there. We have a cable access show,
Oh, well, still part of the
and
arts. Yeah, very informative, I take it.
oh
What's
yeah,
your angle? I know a lot more about the indigenous cultures to the area. That's kind of my specialty, but I know a lot about Civil War era. What's your angle?
well, we're dealing with a lot of what it's like now and what's going on now, and
Oh yeah, the
the big
poverty, how the coal minings, are causing all kinds of health issues with the populace. How industry is failing. Why, certainly, I could give you quite a bit of
well,
information on that.
we're going more on the I don't know how we put this, the supernatural angle.
Oh, with that, he closes his valise and he's like, I don't think I'm the right
Now,
person
now,
for you.
now,
The last professor was into that, and he kind of looks around and he goes, they say sabbatical, but I understand he's in St. Albans right now. It's a
well,
mental hospital.
before you leave completely, the problem we have is that we want to put like a factual and a historical basis for all of this.
Well,
And
yes,
we
yes,
want
there
real
are.
information. We don't want just, crap you can read in fanzines and conspiracy papers. And we want to talk to someone that really knows their stuff, and we know that that's you.
Mm, give me a persuasion check here.
All
This is
right.
charisma, and I think Lars gives you a +1 for being in
Mhm.
his
Okay.
presence.
Okay. So I already have a persuasion, so that would be a 2 added to it, and that's a D20, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. Can I spend a
Yeah.
survival point to
Yes.
re-roll that?
Yes, yes, you
Yeah.
can.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, he's like, "I'm sorry, the last professor really ruined his name here with that sort of rubbish. I don't want to get involved with all of that." Right, I can point you at, certain sections of the library here on campus where
Well,
you can.
Lars, you can add something to the discussion. I obviously was unable to persuade him.
Well, we've heard that. I think it's your father does this fascinating oral presentation,
Oh,
which
yes,
we
yeah,
go to talk
he's a
to.
he's a lore master is what they call
Hmm.
it. He gets
Okay.
invited to many universities, for his information in the area, but it's not like the lurid tales you're trying to do. It is
Well,
actual folklore of the area brought
well,
down by the Pennsylvania Dutch, by,
mhm.
German ancestry, that sort of thing, brought over from the old countries,
No, well,
old
this is the
American
uh, the
hexing and such like that. It was
the,
a very big
the
part.
aspect we're taking is quite old. I don't know if this is sort of this weird sort of narrative we've been finding of four old gods of sort of interaction with this place.
Uh, okay, that mentioning
Yeah,
that will allow
yeah.
another persuasion check. I'll give that to you. Now you
Okay.
can't boost your own.
Nope. But I'm just going to roll d20 anyway. What was my persuasion? I do have it. Well, that's an
Okay, that's
18.
better.
Nice.
You're talking about the Tuatha legend. Yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes. Brought over by the Scots. and some of the Irish to the
Yes,
area. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I also know
Did
it's
you know that both had their own different takes on that? Same Godhead, from what I understand, but different heroes, different takes on their personalities. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's quite fascinating, actually. My father was Irish, and does know a little bit about those stories myself. I kind of remember quite a bit as he was uh, on the circuit when I was a child, and remembering some of those stories. That's fascinating. Yes, I understand there is a connection to the
Hmm.
Appalachians. I'm
Yeah, that's
listening, and he sits down and kind of steeples his hands in front
yeah,
of him. I'm listening.
that's the angle we have an interest in. And in fact, would your father be willing to wall mast that third for us? Perhaps maybe we
Oh
could even.
well, I'm sure we could arrange a telephone call, but he's not here. He's in New York.
Okay, but you know this history.
I remember some of the legends. Yes, yes.
Hmm,
Finn
we would love to.
McCool, Man in McLear. Yeah, it's. Did
Hmm.
you know? Did you know that many of the modern superheroes in those comic books from Marvel and yes, they're very similar. Like
Yeah,
the heroes of legends were very
hmm.
much like superheroes.
I've heard something along those lines. Yeah, that we invent people to be the heroes and gods that we. And these days, it's all superheroes as opposed to mythical beings from the sky.
Oh yes, more up to date versions of that, I believe.
Hmm.
Yes, yes, yeah, very, very interesting. I like the tack you're taking, but what does this have to do with lurid tales of the area? I mean, this is part of the legend of the area. Again, the Scottish and the Irish immigrants that came to the area. Sure, sure. But what does this have to do with modern day?
We've sort of found links between, and this is where Lars would know the characters, the
Mhm.
gods and stuff better than I do. Links between like the whatever the god was, the links to the characters in the mines, the creatures in the mines. We've got links. We've got the spearhead that linked to. Well, we did have the
Oh,
spearhead.
did you bring it with you?
It was given to Diddy Hoof, if I
Yeah,
recall
that's right.
correctly.
Yep, yep.
So we don't have that anymore because someone gave it to Diddy Hoof. Because why would we want to have any evidence?
Wait. You're saying there's a link between the legend of Dirty Hoof and the Tuatha De Danann?
Yes, I believe so. It's the yeah. I'm trying to because there was the four of them. I think one went on to become Dirty Hoof. One went on to become They all sort of went on to become their own sort of
Yeah.
The
faithful.
So you
one
know
with
of two of them. You know Dirty
Yeah,
Hoof, and you know of the tree thing that Professor Dunhill encountered. You don't know about what happened to the other two.
yeah.
It
I'm somewhat sort of hesitant to sort of draw him out to try and draw him out to sort of get him involved in the conversation as well. So, well, I
okay.
am. So that's
Um,
so somewhat is I can't remember everything.
no,
Somewhat
you
is
rolled really
get
well
him
on that
involved.
for
Yeah,
Lars, and I think Lars is also remembered the dream fairly well, as because you
yeah.
failed that
But
roll so badly.
but
So
since no one's going to believe, I had this dream. Well, I was
yeah,
one of the gods. I can't quite phrase it like
okay.
that.
But no, he's able to pick up the narrative because I think you may have been describing the gods as you
Hmm,
remember them in the dream, but saying it a
yeah,
different way. Like, yeah, these were the characterizations. He's like, okay, the Morrigan, okay, yeah, huge flock of ravens, yeah, yeah, that sounds like
yes,
the
yes.
Morrigan.
There's
Nuada, the man with the
one with
silver arm,
fish.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and the guy with all the fish. They're all
yeah, the
controlling
man
him.
in here. Yeah, okay, okay. Um, and then it comes to the one with the spear. Gobnu, the dragon with the spear. Yeah, okay, okay.
Hmm.
well,
We have your pantheon here. These were, well, they weren't gods. These were the heroes of the Tuatha De Danann legend. They were all like, we call them generals, or they were uh, like the best of the fighting men, but they weren't the gods of the Tuatha.
Hmm. See, this is where we're going to get it wrong without your help.
Oh yeah, no, no, very well. He's starting to write down on the blackboard. Like he's like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah, this is the description. This is the hero.
yeah. You get them to say
I've
yes and answer the questions easily once they know it. Then they're involved, and then they're hooked in.
okay. So Lars, is this where you're going to start recording? Because he's giving you a
Oh
history.
yeah,
Like he goes through a lecture.
I'll
He
be
goes through
really
a lecture.
obvious setting it up, and
Yeah.
if he wants to be part of that,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So when you talk about like the sundering, where like the Fey realm and then the Appalachias were torn apart, or like they were, and like the Fomori and the giants were all laid to rest here. It's like, oh, I've never heard of that legend, but yeah, it would make sense. There's certain folklore that ties to this. He gives a great. Well, here, let's do a roll. Let's do a
All
roll.
right.
Let's see how
Okay.
well he does
Has
this.
he got survival points?
No, but a 15 is really no. It is a great lecture on the Tuatha and how it relates to Appalachian legends here and there, which different people brought it across. This is good. This is really good footage you got here. Now he didn't know that they tied into local legends of, like, he goes over like, well, Dirtyfoot is most likely this hero here from the description, you know. But yeah, so he goes into like maybe what the correspondence is, but he doesn't know about this link. So he's making suppositions on the board, but it all comes across really scholarly and really well. All right, so you got some great footage of a what would you call it, a professional kind of giving you backing on the history that you're trying to set up. So that went well. Is there anything else you want to try to get out of him other than the footage? Again, he doesn't know. Like, he doesn't know how they tie in. He's just giving you the.
That is, as much as we know, that is also somewhat supposition on our part, because it was dreams and stuff, and so we're pretty certain this is the truth. But how do you present that?
Yep. He does throw a tidbit out that is interesting, though. It's like, well, so if it's these two modern cryptids that are fallen heroes from the Tuatha, well, it's interesting, though. It's very interesting. He kind of puts the chalk in the side of his mouth for a minute, thinks about it, and says, well, you see, the heroes of these mythic cycles were often very, what's a polite word to say, randy. It would be unusual that they wouldn't have bloodlines that would continue on here. And you say there's two of them that you've come across in the legends here.
Yeah. Very distinct.
Yeah, so he puts a question mark down, and then the blackboard he pulls down from the two heroes, and then he puts a question mark. He puts Lee and Hoopers question mark.
Should be. Yeah. The other main thing we wanted to get is just at least very good contact information and potential help with writing a fuller script that we can then do background material on. So get him involved for later.
Okay. Oh, well, he definitely likes that angle of like, well, the Lees and Hoopers were the founders of this area, and these fallen heroes, these debased heroes were here. It could be that that bloodline was enhanced by he spins his whole yarn around this. And of course, he's just speculating, and he's quick to say, well, of course, this is just my thought of how this would work out.
Yeah, and there is a sort of another question which I might have to get Chad to help ask, because that's very much going to be, can you get the psychology of it, of how would we end their influence? Yeah, because if they're causing the problems at the moment, how do we solve the problems that
are you? He sits back and he coffee, and he goes over and it's like he's got like a little Mr. Coffee there. He starts up a thing of coffee and he pours each of you one. And he's thinking about it, sitting down with his legs crossed and his Argyle socks in the air. He's like, "Are you sure that they're causing this? It seems to me if there was a sundering of the Fey realms and our realms here, and they excised their demons to our realms and laid them sleeping, I would think that it would require some kind of well, if this were a prison, if this were a prison, and these Fomori and giants were imprisoned within the mountains of the Appalachians, which makes a very great tale, by the way, it would make sense that the prison would have guards. Perhaps your heroes weren't here on accident. Perhaps it was part of the entrapment where they were sent here to be prison guards.
And they may or may not be happy about that fact. They may have been forced to come here and be prison guards. And so
then he circles the two that you know of, and it's like, yeah, it's likely these two heroes. But what are these two? The Morrigan is often seen as, well, much like the crow itself, is a trickster god, or in this case, a trickster hero. What would these two be up to in your hypothesis? If these two are the prison guards, and we know of them, or you know of them, what are these two up to these days?
My mind is a blank. Chad, tell us, what's your theory? I've got nothing here. I'm sure the other PCs are like, oh yeah, come on, it's obvious, but I've got nothing.
Yeah, I've got nothing. I mean, I guess it depends on what their ultimate goal is. Like, what is it?
Yes. So if they're trapped here knowingly, and they did this as part of this great sundering, and they're here to make sure that sleeping creatures stay sleeping, well, that would make sense. But well, what if they weren't all in on this? Maybe some of them knew and some of them didn't. He's got question marks next to the Morrigan, and one next to, let's see, who was that one? Nuada.
Okay. I need to see this written out to fully retain anything like this.
Yeah.
Oh wait, not Nuada. Nuada is the flying fish and the scorpion. So that you know that one. That one's the one that became the tree creature. And then Gubnu is the one with the spear on the dragon back, which became
Dirty Hoof.
So it's Manny McLear.
So you gave the spear back to the right person. Oh, nicely done, Faye.
Manny McLear and the Morrigan are the two that are unaccounted for.
Yeah, that's why I gave him the spear. I remember in the dream he turned into Dirty Hoof.
Good for you. I have no memory of that.
I know, I remembered something for once.
Still don't know.
People are paying attention. How dare.
Anyway, you get good footage, but he doesn't really, other than his hypothesis of, well, maybe they weren't all in accord. Maybe that's why you don't know anything more about these other two heroes or what they became. Maybe they're causing the problems. Maybe not.
Maybe they're the ones that made the pacts with the Hoopers and Lees respectfully.
Or spitefully. Maybe. I don't. Yeah. As a player, my mind is going, durr.
Yeah.
But you accomplished what you came for, though. You got a history of the Tuatha, the area, and the people. So it sounds very authentic, and especially it's coming from a professor who he does allow you to cite his name because you kind of convinced him that you're trying to do a scholarly thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That goes well with the graphics of who will die next.
Yeah. The last professor ended up in a loony bin. What's going to happen to this one?
So we know which loony bin too if we want to go investigate that.
All right. Let us cut scenes to Professor Dunhill. You ran out with the book, your mind charged with spells and recipes and ways to call the gods. What did you want to do?
I want to gather the ingredients together in order to be able to call or bargain with one of the gods.
Sure. And your first thought of trying to see what's in the vet clinic might be a good one.
Dog, if that's what I needed.
Because it's calling for things like eyeballs and intestines, and it doesn't say that it has to be human or animal.
Yeah. I can get them. They're over there. And if not, I can go and ask other people in the town. I'm sure we'll all know everybody all working together to get it all together. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you break into the vet clinic?
Why
you can either pick a lock or you can just shatter a window. It's up to you.
Smash the window.
Smash
That's
the
the
window.
way to do it. I can't do it any other way. So, in I go.
Okay.
Or round the back where we were before, where the door was already broken. Because
it's been boarded up. So you break a different window.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, you're in. You go to the area. It's like the cooler where bodies are kept before they are cremated, etc. And there's some that haven't been claimed. So you find some animals, and Professor Dunhill starts harvesting organs.
Yep. Hey, we need them. Or I need them.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Okay.
And then if we've got a freezer back at the back where we're staying in
Get
like
'em
the
in the
communal
freezer.
area, I'll put them all in there so that
Okay,
they
yeah.
don't go off.
You got a
Yeah.
lung, you got a heart, some eyeballs, a tongue,
Hey, whatever I need.
testicles.
Yep, cool.
Fake, are you following Professor Dunhill while this is going on? While he's coming up with weird?
No.
No, so you have no
I
idea what's going on.
went back to get pie. If anything, when he comes back, if he doesn't come in like the
Well, you see
outside
him
way,
come into the diner and basically rush upstairs with like probably a paper bag
and that's
that's
when I
oozing.
follow him. That's when I follow him.
Okay.
I'm like I even angle myself so I can watch for him coming.
All right, yeah. So he just runs back up to your room and he takes his paper bag, just shoves it in the freezer. You guys have a fridge and freezer in the main area.
Nice.
I'm like, so did you get enough for everyone?
Not for all four, I don't think. Just for the one. I think there wasn't quite enough for everything else. Yeah, I can't do all four.
Do you know which one? Can you translate the name?
You say
I
the
think it's just
easiest one to get a hold of is the Morrigan because it's carrion that you've yeah.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
well,
Okay.
have that one. That's what we can
Yeah.
do. Yep.
All right.
I'm sure that won't go wrong at all.
Well,
It'll be fine.
all right.
I
Okay.
mean, this will make for a grand ending of the series. Yeah, we do this.
Yep. Tell you what, you just focus on what you gotta do. I'm gonna make sure you don't hurt yourself. Hopefully, I get salt and I just make a salt ring around them.
Someone's been watching too much of television. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you want to try the ritual?
No, I
Not
want to wait.
yet.
I'm waiting for everybody
Okay.
to be together. So that we do it
Sure.
for
It
a
took
big
a long
ending.
time for fake news to
Just
sort
getting
through
all the
all of
stuff.
that. It took a while for you to go through the book. So let's say Lars and Chad, unless you have anything else you want to do on the campus, you got a great interview in the can.
Yes.
You still know closer to knowing what's going on, but as far as making the film, you got some great footage for that.
Anything you want, Chad?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Do you
All right, well,
perhaps
let's just
sense
cut.
danger back at the lodge and want to stay away from
If we sensed danger, we never would have come here in the first place.
Walker? True. Yes, our danger sense.
So let's just cut scenes to a few hours later after you guys have driven back to Bloodworth again. No issues driving here.
Hmm.
The only thing unusual about Aviation Hill from last time is there are more federal police in town. Like
Yeah.
you see the black SUVs, you see a lot of folks around in nice suits that are talking with police officers. But okay, you're all back together. Late afternoon.
Yeah. Okay. So I understand the book. I know what's going on there. I can do all of the things now. And this one,
Okay.
this one here, we can summon and talk to one of the gods. Any of them. I've just got the ingredients for the easiest one to get here. It's yeah. We can do
One
this.
of them
It would be a great
requires
ending
a human
for us.
sacrifice. This one was just easy.
I mean,
We'll
there are
get
a lot
there.
of people
We'll
around
get
here
there.
who we could get rid of, so we should be fine. But you know,
If you sacrifice the
filming-
deputy, does it count when he comes back to life?
that is a great idea. We can experiment and find out at some point. But yeah, for now, this is what I got. I've got them all together, so we can do this.
We
Ask
should
questions.
keep the human sacrifice bit in our back pocket in case someone tries to kill us first.
That's a good idea. Then we say, oh, I'm sorry, he attacked us.
Because I mean, I did use one of the hoopers to summon my
Did
dirty
you?
hoof.
What?
Oh, I
So you've
didn't
already
tell
done
you
it.
because
Okay,
you were
cool.
brainwashed. You were really far gone, and when I was alone in the woods looking at the sheriff, they tried to kill me, but then they said if I marry the big, stupid, quiet one that didn't speak English, then like they'd let me live, and I may or may not have. I peel back the tape on the camera to make sure it's not on, and I'm like, okay, it's off, and I cover it, and I go. I may have summoned Dirty Hoof with a human sacrifice as the catalyst as I stabbed the one guy that tried to kill me. And then Dirty Hoof dragged him into the ground, never to be seen again. And yeah.
Yep. If you're expecting the dirty hoof is Gobnu, yes, that is the one that requires a human sacrifice.
Yeah, that all tracks with what I have learned from the book. So yeah, good work. Like,
I'm assuming we review the footage of the lesson so we get caught up on what's going
Well,
on.
I want to be making it. Well, before we do whatever this is that you've sorted out, Dunhill, I want to get a backup of this copy of the tape first, so we can.
Yeah.
okay. I mean,
So
we
we
can
can
do
watch-
it whenever. It's just I've got it all
Yep.
ready now. Yeah.
So I'll just make a copy of this tape just so we've got backups and stuff, and then we can do. And then I've cleared the footage away so we can record whatever it is you're doing.
Mhm.
So yep. So we all view the lecture. Boom.
Yeah.
Done.
It's
Next.
good 45 minutes. Like you can spread that across the whole season.
With the knowledge that we've gotten from Lars's interview and everything, can we is there a chance that the entity that was at the factory rave is one of these four?
Ooh.
That's a
Because
good thought.
nobody knew shit about him.
Mhm.
They just said he's always been here.
Mhm.
Ooh.
And I
So
don't
someone's
think
making
it's-
connections.
I don't think it's Morrigan because Morrigan is involved with death. So this might be the fourth one.
Ooh. Good thought. Bert's not confirming anything.
I know. And it just clicked in my brain.
Yeah. I don't remember where the fourth one is. So as I said, I need to see it written down or something because I've lost track of who's what.
Yeah.
But yeah, good thought. Good thought.
Okay.
I remember having a good rest that time we went to that thing. Yeah.
So you want to enact the rite? It's actually pretty simple. You just need a copper brazier. You've got all the parts in here, and you basically just have to burn them in a copper brazier.
Do we want to do it in here, or do we want to do it somewhere else?
I was going to ask if we want to do it in the center of town or something, so nobody can deny what's going on. I mean,
No.
no. Oh, okay, all right. And I don't. I mean, we're calling on this person. We can bargain with them, but I don't know what we would be summoning or answering questions or bargaining for. I mean, I just know we can do it. I don't have any idea about why.
Well, there's one, maybe two of us that are already connected to the four.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I know I'm connected to one of the four. I bet.
Oh, and you absolutely know Dunhill is.
Okay, I
Whether
wasn't
he
sure if
knows or
that was.
not.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, and I point to Dunhill. You're the other one. And look at Lars.
What?
You're the one that's just enjoyed the barbecue way too much to where it
No,
was.
Chad and I enjoy that quite a lot.
Yeah.
So we might technically be connected to whatever god is associated with the Hoopers. So.
You more so, for sure. So depending on which
Yeah,
one
I'm not
that is.
feeling it as much. I mean, Pam is great and all. What was the? Did you work out the name, Bert?
With which one?
The daughter, the one that I'm enamored
Danny.
with. Danny.
Dee Dee.
Yeah. Or
Dee Dee.
Yeah, it was either Dee Dee or Danny. But yeah.
Dee Dee, I think.
Dee Dee. Yeah, Dee Dee. I forgot what I was going to say for that now. I was just thinking about Dee Dee to maybe lose my track of thought.
But so then maybe I don't know if this one Morgan is going to be the one the Hoopers are connected with.
Mhm.
Might be. The Hoopers are the richer ones, though, right?
They're the ones more involved in the town.
So they're probably
the Lees
killing
are
more
kind of good
Yeah.
old boy mountain folk that don't really engage in the town much.
So I'm gonna assume that Morgan might be involved with the Hoopers, but that's just an educated guess. Very weakly educated. So maybe we'd have you. We'll see what happens. Maybe he'll want to choose one of
If
us.
Morrigan is the trickster god, I thought Morrigan was more about death, but apparently she's trickster god.
Morgan's
I don't.
He
Yeah.
postulated that crows were trickster spirits, and
Hmm.
she is often depicted with crows. So he
Yeah.
made the stretch.
All right. I'm just thinking, yeah, because Hoopers are probably more associated. Well, death,
And also-
they're just going at each other. It's hard to say that death is really a major theme of either, because if you die,
Well-
if you die, you don't perpetrate the line.
Crows in some mythology are associated with death.
Mhm.
And all of them went through
If
a
we
very
see
significant
crows about a lot, Bird, particularly out in the Hooper farm, did we see crows that much? Now that we think about
No.
crows?
No.
Yeah. So I would expect to see more crows around if she was doing stuff.
Yeah. The other thought was that all the gods went through significant changes when they transformed. So, like, from trickster to death, I mean, what's the biggest joke in the world except for dying? Life is a joke, you know what I mean? that got dark.
That got dark.
Surely that means that they should be the god of life then, not death.
Fake lights a cigarette after saying that.
Anyway, we're just sort of keeping an eye on the time. We should be able to perfectly time this to be in tonight's session as we do
Cliffhanger.
summon Morrigan. So let's
I
go
mean-
somewhere.
Yeah.
Summon her. Where do we
Alright.
want to summon her? Do we want to summon her in the middle of our
In the
inn,
diner,
or-
yeah, right?
Yeah.
In the center of the diner, no.
Well, you need a copper brazier. There's copper-clad pots in the kitchen.
sounds good. Let's get down there.
Is it nighttime now?
It's late. So it's late, but it's still afternoon, or it's getting into evening.
Is
I think
Sherry
by the
here
time
yet?
you guys have reviewed the tape of the lecture and all that, which is like 45 minutes to an hour, sure, it's getting towards dark.
So, once the last girl leaves and Sherry comes in, do we want to? Hey, Sherry, you want to
Yeah.
summon an old god?
Yeah, so Sherry comes in for the night shift. If you want her to be part of it, she's like, "Oh, cool!"
Alright.
I thought she didn't want to be in this stuff. I thought she was trying to stay
Well,
out.
she wants to be part of for this.
The only thing I suggest, if we're doing it actually in the diner, is you have the door open, because if the crows are going to come in, you don't want them smashing into the glass. You want
Just
to give them
open
an
the
easy way.
windows.
Yeah,
No, we can open them all. I mean, that'll be fine.
yeah. We don't want crows coming in through the glass, makes a mess everywhere, and then Shelley has to clean it up.
So I mean, we've got this decaying stuff, so we want to clear it out as much as we can with the smell of it when we're done as well, quick as we can. So yeah.
She's like, she goes into the PA system and she hooks up her her Walkman to it, tape Walkman. It's like, I think Black Sabbath original album is perfect for this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to play Sting?
Who's that?
Sting?
Don't stand so close to me.
No, that's the police.
Yeah, the
Oh,
police.
right, yeah.
You mean? I don't really think of the police when I think about summoning gods. It's more of a Sabbath thing.
Oh, so you got Sabbath.
Okay, who is leading the ritual?
Well, there's only one person.
I've been reading it. I don't know that
Okay.
anybody else can read German,
Yeah.
so
So everybody make me a magic check, and I'm gonna.
Oh, well, if you want me to fail, you should have just said you want me to
Magic.
fail.
Save or
Save.
magic
Make
check?
magic save. Sorry.
Oh,
And
you said when I was
Okay.
hyper that I had -1 to mental.
Dear
saves.
gods, I made it.
Does magic
I
count?
somehow
No,
made
not
it.
to this. This is a save. So no negative to the save.
I made it as well.
Now, do we want to make it as a different question?
I gotta make sure that's updated on my sheet on character. My paper sheet's more updated, so. Yep,
It has
okay.
been
It's,
more
fine.
fun when you failed the save. I'll just say that. It has
I
been
don't.
more-
It's very hard for me to fail
Oh,
a
no.
save.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not using
Uh,
because I failed.
I have to
I
roll
thought you
over or
made it.
under.
Under. You want to go under?
I
You want to roll under?
crit failed.
Under.
All right. Those of you who just failed.
I did not
19.
fail.
So
No, I made it. I made it. Hey.
Wow.
Do I want to, guys? Wait before he continues, because I don't want to meta anything.
All I'll say is it's been fun to fail.
I crit failed.
Yeah.
Do I want to roll survival and not fail because
Up
I
to you.
only have to roll under a 16? Or do
all
I
I'm gonna
want
say
to
is
see what happens?
I've had a lot of fun failing my saves.
My
I'm gonna see
issue,
what
though,
happens.
is that I'm connected to a different god, not this one. So,
You can be with me, and we can see what happens when we piss off 2 different gods at the same time. Because I failed as well, and I'm connected to a god.
all right, fuck it.
Okay.
Wait, no. Because you failed, I should try to succeed. So then we can see the
Aw.
Okay.
difference.
Yeah.
Aw.
You're the
Wow.
Science
control.
about this.
I failed.
Yes.
But you didn't
But
roll.
Join
failed.
me.
I
All
did
right,
it.
Yeah.
those of you that failed, remove 1 permanent survival point,
One if
Ow.
you failed.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
which means when you regain survival points, you can never regain more than your new survival point. Base.
Okay.
Nah.
Oh
Uh,
no, I only have 18 now.
what this does is this is particularly draining on you guys. The right is particularly easy. All you do is burn the carcasses in the pot while chanting one very simple line. You have no idea what the translation was, but it's written in what do you call it? It's phonetically spelled out. No idea what it means.
Is it?
Hey,
We don't know
lady.
which language it's in.
It's in that old Gaelic.
Right. Okay. Yep.
Yep.
No, wait. I have Irish as one of my languages.
But you don't have Gaelic. That's
No,
not
I
the
guess
same.
Gaelic is.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. You're pretty sure the right went off. You all felt like a pressure in the air and like a popping of a bubble. And those of you that failed feel really drained. Nothing immediately happens.
If any
My
of you
computer
possessed,
crashed
you gotta
again
tell
if
me.
there's that thing.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
And as you're looking along and the Black Sabbath tape plays out and she's looking a little disappointed that nothing happened. So she puts back her earphones on and she pulls out her stuff to study. And of course, the shop's all closed down and everything. You guys see headlights on the streets. This is about an hour later. The car parks in the parking lot and there's a knock on the door.
I'll answer.
Come in. We welcome you in.
I have a
Come across the
I have a cup
threshold.
of coffee.
Dee Dee's at the door.
Hey, Dee
And she
Dee.
just looks up and says, "You called?"
Oh fuck. I say out loud. Out loud. I go, no shit.
Wow.
And that's where we'll end it tonight.
Nice. Nice.
Oh fuck.
Well, this is what you get for knowing what's going on, Dion.
That's amazing. Oh my
That's
god.
cool.
All right. Yeah. So that's tonight's episode. Richard, what do you got going on? Anything you want? Oh, and I found out why the triggers don't work anymore.
What?
Apparently, Twitch has disabled bots, and iBot's a bot. So
Oh.
yeah. And it doesn't look like it was redone. So yeah, bots are dead on Twitch.
Not all of those. I've got
wow.
I've got bots working on one of the other channels. Well, not the channels I watch, which bots are working on.
Yeah.
Fine. So,
Well, Nightbot apparently is affected.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I am not a bot, but if you want to watch me
mm,
play against the AI in games and lose miserably to it, why, you can watch me here on Twitch at LMTDTMFFR or say it with me now.
Limited
Limited
time
time
offer!
offer.
No
No
vowels!
Yeah, we did it.
Oh,
Crystal
that was
sync.
horrible. That was horrible. Jameis, tell us about your blog.
yeah, I've got a blog. Recently, just been talking about the Police Squad TV show and movies, and the TV series was good. The movies were not.
You guys can put your links in the chat if you want to there, since I can't
I'm not
do it
even
by
anywhere
pod
near the
anymore.
chat.
Dion, what do you got going on?
Well, when I'm not here playing TTRPGs with all my super cool, awesome friends, it's you guys. You can find me on my Twitch channel at Substances Used, where I play retro JRPGs, and I've been doing some Grand Theft Auto roleplay again. We're playing through Final Fantasy V and Landgrisser 4 at the moment. I'm about to go fight the Gill Tortoise. And yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yep, those are words, I think.
Bill, what do you got going on?
Nothing at the moment. Getting ready to start a massive Rappanathic campaign over at Frog God Games using the new Necromancers game, which is hopefully at the printers now. So when that becomes available, I'll announce it and hopefully get some of y'all in the game.
Nice. And if you found us, you know where we are, but go to BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com. Our Discord links are there. Podcast links. I need to update some episodes on there, but it's been going on for a very long time. So check out more silliness like this if you would like. Otherwise, say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Right.
everybody.